and I ask Mr. Vladimir Myslik to take the speech first.
Great, thank you very much. Thank you, first of all, thank you for invitation. I'm very happy that I can say a couple of words about this alternative fuel, and I will have several questions on you, how it looks like on your side and so on. Then alternative fuel from Volvo trucks. Firstly, let me say a couple of words and introduce by myself. I'm responsible for competence development in Volvo truck. It's mean that responsibility for education or people in Volvo Group Czech Republic, from technicians up to salesmen, drivers, fleet owners, and so on. Then this is my job role. And from this perspective, I would like to say a couple of words about the alternative fuel. Nowadays, we have plenty of alternative fuel. Question is, who is the best? If you're starting from LNG or BioLNG, there will be future, I think so. Then another stuff, it's electric trucks, like batteries, vehicles, or hydrogen will be leader of that in the future. Or it will be e-fuel, like synthetic fuel, synthetic diesel, and so on. Then there is still plenty of questions. We have no right answer right now because we're testing all of them, and we would like to know what will be the best for our transport haulers, especially from cost perspective, because it's not easy to pay some cost from transport, and even more when what's happened right now behind abroad with the LNG, with the gas, with the energy and so on. Then this is really, as you said in the beginning, quite a hot topic about that, and we should know how can play in the future. Then I'm happy that we are quite conservative company, and there is, you can see the mixed product, what can we guess 2030. Then we'll not fully focus on electric trucks, but when you can see some logical stuff, then we can see the driving in the city, regional driving, inter-regional driving, domestic transport. Then we can see the battery trucks will play main role, definitely, because there is no so big distance between the points and delivers. And then we can see quite a big opportunity to increase the number of trucks, thanks this advantage, what we say, low distance. On the other hand, if you look on the right side, that there is a fuel cell and internal combustion engine, then this is two types of the fuel we can calculate in the future, and BioLNG will play main role. Not now, because you know the quite expensive right now. Thanks what's happened behind the borders, as I said before. Then the price of the LNG right now, it's 5 times more than we started 2018, and then you feel that it's not so sustainable fuel right now at all. But we believe that in the future will be like parallel with the diesel, parallel with the fuel cell, because all of this fuel will play main role, because we have no any substitute another fuel with the diesel. And we cannot forget on the heavy construction trucks, heavy transport. Then we can see that the diesel still play main role. And question is, will be diesel as we know, or will be e-fuel like synthetic diesel? It will come, that at least we believe. BioLNG, couple of words why we say that will play main role with the diesel as well. If you look on the diesel, it's quite clear right now, but not enough. Then if you utilize LNG, that immediately you CO2 reduction 20%. And if you use BioLNG, when the Scandinavian, they use quite a lot, then we can say this 100% CO2 reduction. Of course, we have a little bit different system because we utilize engine on the diesel basic. Then we still use the diesel. That this is a reason why in the brackets it's with HVO, hydrogen and vegetable oil, and we can drive this fuel immediately for all Euro 6 trucks. And if you look there, because it's not enough, at least in our region, then if you utilize part of BioLNG, then we can reduce this CO2 immediately up to 33%. We say this is a unique solution because so simple, so easy. And as I said, we are only one manufacturer who can engine for diesel cycles. Then from this, we can see some unique solution for our boilers. Then definitely we tested, we know, and now it's not main role, thanks what I said before, the price of gas, but it will come, definitely. Right now, its main issue was not plenty of fuel station in Europe, but it's raised up quite fast. And we will see that will be much more than 500. Right now, it's around 600 fuel station in Europe, but now it's a little bit stopped because nobody wants to utilize this fuel. It makes sense to take the price. Then we can jump for another one. We can say Volvo electric. Then battery trucks. We have full range from small, medium duty trucks, from FLFE up to when we introduce this year, week 39, manufacturer from 2022. Then we have serial production for heavy duty FM and FH truck by batteries. Then let me introduce some quite quickly, medium duty, some classic one. It will be most utilized for the driving in the city and regional driving 4x2, 6x2. There is a quite high reliability of a number of batteries. You can choose from 3 to 6. Maximum kilowatt hours is 395. And charging, you can use AC or DC. It depends what you have on your facilities. And electric drive line, you have 1 or 2 electric motors. It depends if you utilize FL or FE. This is a small one. Then we can jump to heavy duty FM or FH or FMX. It doesn't matter. Main question all the time is how much we can drive with the truck. And as I said before, we are quite conservative, and we can say that 300 kilometers you'll manage with 44 tons gross combination weight. And if you take some charge between, then you will reach easily 500-600 kilometers. The battery is the same from 2 to 6, but there is a higher energy, 540 kilowatt hours. And charging is totally the same, a little bit higher amperes. But on the other hand, electric drive lines, you can choose 3 electric motors with 44 tons, and it will be useful for all transport haulers, definitely. Then another fantastic topic when we have chance to talk with the customers, suppliers, and so on, then how can we influence the range? And you can see, I will not mention all, but temperature is play main role. How can we manage to drive the trucks? Loads as well, but it's not so big impact. Driving technique, like average speed, definitely it's very important topic. How can explain to the drivers, owners, and all people around the electric trucks that is the main trouble right now, because in a diesel you have like plenty of diesel in the tank. If you have some mistake that what's happened, you can increase the fuel consumption. But in this case, if you will be too hurry or not driving the proper way, you have limited of energy, then we should be very careful. Tires and battery age is another stuff who can mention it. Then definitely we have some durability of the batteries, and we know how can play, and calculation will be quite exactly for each customer. Then we can jump to the last one. It's hydrogen. It's quite a big topic. Question is how fast will be, and we will launching in 2025. Then you can see on the picture the first truck. It's father of us. It's a hydrogen truck. Close one is electric truck, and we cooperate together with electric and hydrogen. Then question is how successful it will be, but definitely there will be several fuels, not only one. Then will be diesel, will be BioLNG, will be hydrogen, will be battery electric trucks. Definitely this is, we can see our future, and we should wait for the results and the test proper way for our customers, and we should calculate cost for our hauliers and suppliers and all stuff. You know how big troubles was build LNG stations, and then will be another challenging for build some hydrogen stations for the trucks. Then it was some couple of words about this alternative fuel. I don't want to go to some details, but generally you have some overview how looks like the Volvo trucks, the alternative fuel in the future. And why we do it? Because we will do it for our future generation, for our kids, and it's necessary to do. And this is the easiest way how can play with our environment and care our future generation. That was all for my presentation. Just thank you for listening, and if you have any questions on me, then I'm ready to answer it.
Vladimir, thank you for your presentation, but I have a few questions. First of all, if we are talking about charging stations for electric trucks, is it possible to use a developing network of charging stations for passenger cars, also for the trucks, and do they meet the requirements for the charging of trucks?
Unfortunately, nowadays we cannot use the charging station for trucks because there are different volts, there are different amperes. We need a little bit higher numbers than the passenger cars. But what I have information that's starting to work, and you know that the companies, very strong companies like Volvo, Mercedes, Straton, they have some memory of signing some information that 2025 will be around 1,800 charging stations on the main roads. And I believe that if they say yes, they will cooperate together, they will manage. This is big challenging because you know how difficult is build charging stations. All of my colleagues, if they have a chance to start to build some charging stations, it's years, we can say. It's not so fast as we expected.
Okay. When you talk about the use of hydrogen, are you planning to use it as a fuel in internal combustion engine or for a fuel cell?
We're testing both. Right now, what can we see the results? The more efficiency is utilize fuel cell right now. And still under investigation, but indication looks like that fuel cell is more efficient than combustion, internal combustion. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. And the last question is about LNG. You partly already answered in your presentation. And if you look the map with the numbers of filling stations, it's hard to help thinking that only Italy and Germany or Netherlands and Belgium seems to be ready. Is it about the price of LNG nowadays, or what is the reason?
Yeah, this price is crazy, really. When we started, it was 20 Czech crowns. Right now, if you look on the totems, that it's around 100 Czech crowns, and if I get it regularly every week, the prices from LNG from West Europe, like Italy, Germany, France, this is around 5.2 euro per kilogram. It's unbelievable. But as I said, we believe that in the future, fall down the prices for some accepted price, and then we will get some indication that it will come, I cannot say quite fast, but in the close future will be stabilize the price of BioLNG or LNG. Definitely. We still believe. You never know.
Okay, let's move on. Thank you, Vladimir, for your presentation.